What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 2023 Ford Maverick Lariat. This one's finished in shadow black. MSRP is around $38,000 for a hybrid Lariat like this one. So if we take a look underneath the hood of this little truck, you're going to find that hybrid motor. It's a 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder. Net horsepower is about 191. Then the engine has about 155 pound-feet of torque. This truck also has a CVT transmission, front wheel drive, curb weight's around 3,600 pounds. It can tow 4,000 pounds, payload is 1,500, and it gets 42 miles per gallon in the city with 33 on the highway, running on a 13.8 gallon fuel tank. As far as the styling, got a pretty cool design for these square-shaped headlights, nice silver trim throughout the grille, Ford logo up there as well, and then some square shapes all throughout the mesh. Pretty nice design overall for the Lariat. You're going to see some body colored and plastic throughout the front, active grille shutters down below, pretty large opening, and I like the overall squared off design. On the hood, these sharp lines really mimic an F-150, so you can definitely see the Ford design throughout this little Maverick. And then we have a set of 18-inch wheels, two-tone color with a cool multi-spoke look, then some sharp body lines throughout the side. Got your Lariat badge with some plastic trim, gloss black mirror caps, and then gloss black on the door handles. Got a little bit of contours on the lower side of the doors, and then a sunroof up on top with black trim surrounding all the windows. Pretty cool side profile, very proportional, nice little design to it. You're also going to see some black trim throughout the bedside, sliding rear glass, painted bed liner, and then just some smooth body lines throughout the side. I have a nice set of red taillights, more body contours throughout the tailgate. I also like how you can see Maverick stamped into it with more sharp body lines. You have your trailer hitch with all the connections, plastic for this rear bumper, protrudes outwards quite a lot. And then if we take a look at the bed, no soft open, so you just manually open it up. It's pretty low in here, definitely a smaller bed comparing it to a Ranger and of course the F-150. We have power over here. You can also open this up and you can see a little bit of storage in there. And then on the other side, you're gonna see the same thing. So nice to see a little bit hidden storage throughout this truck. And then it doesn't really weigh much, pretty easy to close. Moving inside, the interior color is interesting. It's called Desert Tan. It actually has tan and then blue. So this is all a navy blue color, which is pretty interesting to see. On the door panel, this is all navy blue. Got the light gray and then the bronze color as well. And then if we go ahead and hop inside now, at 5'11" with the driver's seat at my height, I have just enough knee room. Pretty good headroom in here though. It's very squared off. There is, you can pull this. You have some cup holders and an armrest. And then you're gonna see two USBs, but not too bad. It's a little straight up and down back here, so not really the best recline. I wouldn't mind it being just a little sharper, but overall, not a bad back seat. Moving on to the driver's seat now. We have that keypad, which Ford is pretty famous for. And then the door panel's finished off just the same. You have this navy blue color, and then that bronze accent as well. You can see more of that, power controls, and I like the combo. It's a pretty cool color combination in here. You don't really see all these colors together. And then inside, let's fire up the hybrid. Not really gonna hear the engine turn on just yet. It'll probably kick in like a minute or so. We have a black wrapped leather steering wheel, cruise control and audio on the left. We have some menu controls and Bluetooth settings. You can use these buttons to go ahead and adjust a few things in the center screen. So you can toggle up and down, see a few things. We have our menu icon as well, so you can scroll through all sorts of different things, and of course a back button as well. You have power and battery on the left, speedometer on the right, fuel, temperature, and gear on the bottom. And then you see the Ford logo. Engine just kicked on. We have the stalk on the right for windshield wipers, turn signals on the left. And then we have interior lighting, headlights, along with your gas cap and bed dome light. More of those colors all over. Pretty flat along the dash, and I really like the bronze color on the dashboard as well. So pretty cool use of colors, just makes it pretty fun in here. Got a nice design right here, a few audio controls, and then a very simple layout for the screen. So nothing all too fancy on here. You can see a few things pop up. So kind of nice how simple everything is. A little bit of storage in here. I don't really know what you're gonna fit given the lip is tiny, so you might put your key fob and that's about it in there. And then going into reverse now, you're gonna see a backup camera, and you can do 2 different views. So that's nice, especially when you are trailering something. There's also storage up above the screen. Physical climate controls down below, and when you do make an adjustment, it'll pop up on the screen as well, which makes it pretty convenient. You have your fan speed as well down here, pretty easy, you can adjust all that. And then storage down below with the same brown color. This button right here is for the sliding rear glass, really easy to operate that. And then we have cup holders. Drive mode select is down here. You can just toggle this and you're gonna see a lot of different drive modes. So pretty nice for a little truck to have all sorts of different configurations, cool depictions as well, given how you want to drive this truck. And then we have a traction control icon right in the center as well. You can easily turn that on and off. Brake hole as well. You can put like a credit card in there, a little bit more storage, then an armrest with a little bit of storage. Glove box has a good bucket as you would expect as well. And then one last look at the interior. It's nice in here, it's nothing too fancy. However, given the price point, especially since these start in the low 20s, very affordable truck, and you got a good layout. You can see the sunroof up on top with your control, and then a thin mirror. All right, setting off in the Hybrid Maverick. Slow speeds, I do like how you can feel a little bit extra torque from the hybrid assist. And then when you get up and go a little bit, it's not a fast car. You know, the turbo engine is actually more powerful than this. You would think the hybrid would be the top of the line engine, but the turbo one's actually quicker, got a lot more power to it. This one is just incredibly fuel efficient. So it's nice to see at least them offering 2 different engines. The hybrid, you're gonna get really good gas mileage. Even this one, with only 150 miles on the clock, obviously this has been sitting a lot, we're still at 31.2 average MPG. So nice to see that this really is gonna be incredibly efficient to drive. Some normal driving, once we get around the trash truck, it's definitely a pretty nice vehicle to drive. It's way smaller than a Ranger or a F-150. So there's a huge difference between the 2 trucks. Right now, we're in EV mode. So all you hear is just a little hum of the electronics. Super quiet, super cool to just have that technology. Very quiet when the engine's not running. Once the engine kicks on, you can hear the engine a little bit. I will say this does, the seating position, I don't know if it really works the best for taller people. I'm almost 6 feet tall, with shoes on I am. I do feel a little big in here. I feel like I'm just really tall up in the truck. I feel like it's just a little on the small side. You know, I've been in the Ranger quite a bit, along with F-150s. Turning circle's actually pretty good, didn't even touch the grass. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like it's a little on the small side. The seat, let's see, I am as low as the seat can go. I just feel like I'm kind of up tall. So, I don't know, seating position is a little interesting. The seats themselves are pretty comfortable. They're nice and padded, so you have a good position there. I just feel like to get close enough to the steering wheel to reach it well, my legs are a little cramped now. So I don't know, it is on the smaller side. So if you are, you know, nearly 6 feet tall or so, I would definitely test drive one and the Ranger to see which one works for you. Personally, I feel like this is a little too small for my taste. I just feel a little cramped, and I actually had to move the seat a little bit back than what I showed previously, so now I really couldn't sit behind myself because I wouldn't have legroom. So it is on the smaller side. The tech is insanely simple, but again, this is a pretty inexpensive truck. If you don't go for the hybrid and go for more of a base model, you can get these in the mid $20,000. So under 30 grand, which is pretty impressive. And even the hybrid one, you know, you're talking under 40 grand, not too bad. A Ranger, equal mileage a year and stuff like that is definitely more expensive. So I think the sizing really would just depend on your own person, how you fit well in the truck and what you're looking for. You know, this isn't a real trucky truck that you're going to be doing anything hardcore towing or off-roading. However, it gives you good efficiency, still good interior space, a usable bed for stuff like that. So there certainly is a market for what this vehicle has to offer. Years ago, the Ford Ranger was a small little affordable truck. Now it's bigger, more expensive, so the Maverick has taken the place of what the Ranger used to be. So it gives you something pretty cool for that. And I do like how normal driving, it's pretty comfortable. It's basically a crossover SUV that happens to have a bed on it. It rides like that. It's very smooth, kind of like a Ford Escape, honestly. Smooth, good steering, comfortable suspension and everything. It's an easy car to drive. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Visibility is really good all around. Over your right and left shoulder, same thing, easy to see around. just an easy truck, you know, nothing really too hard. If you're not used to big vehicles, maybe you're coming from an Escape or some other smaller crossover, this is gonna feel right at home. This is gonna feel like something you can pilot with ease and use that utility space. So not bad at all. You know, if you want an affordable truck, you don't need the biggest thing out there, I would definitely put one of these on your list. Be curious if the hybrid's truly worth it to save a little bit on gas. You're gonna pay a lot more to get into this versus the normal turbo engine. Personally, I'd go with the turbo engine just because it's a lot quicker. You have a real transmission rather than a CVT. So it just depends on what you're looking for, but overall, not too bad.